Nathan Zegura here at First Energy Stadium, where the Browns dropped this one 15-10 to the Pittsburgh Steelers, falling to 4-4 on the season through 8 games. And it was one that the Browns are going to look back at and say they let this one get away. The keys to victory this week were simple. Contain T.J. Watt. Well, he had 1.5 sacks and recover a fumble in this one, which was the lone turnover of the game. That was one of the other keys. Win the turnover battle. The Browns did not do that. They generated no turnovers on defense, which was a real point of emphasis. They had the fumble that was lost by Jarvis Landry late in the fourth quarter when the Browns were down at the Pittsburgh 21. And then the other was you needed to get to 20 points. The Steelers, when they allowed their opponents to get to 20, well, they had not been good this year, 1-3 on the season. The Browns failed to get to 20 points, scoring just 10. They did a good job defensively with the final score 15-10, but not enough big plays in this one as we go through it. The Browns would take the opening kickoff. They would drive down the field. They would end up stalling out near the end zone. Field goal, Chase McLaughlin. It was 3-0 Browns. The offense has really struggled in this first half. The Steelers would get one drive down. They would get a field goal as well from Chris Boswell. It would be 3-3. Late in the first half, though, the Steelers would drive deep into Browns territory. And instead of kicking a short field goal, they decided to do a fake field goal. And on that play, the Browns the Browns special teams unit under the tutelage of Mike Prefer, they were ready for it. And he was fired up on the sideline. They got the stop. But on that play, Chris Boswell, the kicker of the Steelers, was injured. So we would go into the half 3-3. The Steelers would not have a kicker for the rest of the game. What did that mean? That meant they would have to go for it on fourth downs. They would go for 2-point conversions and not extra points. This would end up being a big deal in this game. So the Browns defense, they get a 3-and-out to start the second half. Then they go the length of the field, over 80 yards, 8 plays, the Browns' best drive of the game. A good mix of the run and pass. Baker to Jarvis on a big one. It was capped off by a D. Ernest Johnson 10-yard touchdown run, and the Browns were up 10-3. The Steelers would immediately answer. They would drive the length of the field. Najee Harris would go in for the touchdown, and then they'd have to go for it for 2. So on the first time they go for it 2, Ben's in, holding penalty. They're backed up to the 12. They go again. The Browns stop them. You felt some momentum there. It's 10-9 Browns. On the ensuing kickoff, remember, again, Boswell is out. The punter kicked it out of bounds. The Browns would get the ball to start at the 40, and you felt like right there you had a chance to really go and seal this game. Unfortunately, the Browns would not pick up a first down. They'd give the ball back to the Steelers, who would again go over 80 yards. And again, on fourth down, they would come through. Fourth down and goal from the 2. Roethlisberger to their rookie tight end, Pat Freiermuth, and Ronnie Harrison had great coverage, even knocked the ball away. Freiermuth caught it, got both feet in, an incredible catch. It was a touchdown. They would not convert the 2-point conversion again, so it would be 15-10. And unfortunately, as you know, that's where the score would end. The Browns would have 2 shots to get into the end zone. The first one, they had a nice drive going. Baker to Jarvis. The ball got punched out at the Steelers' 21. And then on the Browns' final offensive possession of the game, they would drive deep into Steelers' territory again. They'd be facing 3rd and 10. A false start penalty makes it 3rd and 15. Short completion to Austin Hooper. It's now 4th and 12 with the game on the line. Baker Mayfield looked for Jarvis Landry, and it was a tough one. He could not come down with it, and that was it for the Browns. It was a game where you just needed either a big play on defense or just 1 or 2 more big plays on offense. We talked about the turnover battle. This defense, again, no takeaways generated against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Browns now are going to have to go back. They went through the mini bye week. What do we have to be better on? Third downs. The Browns offensively, 3 of 10 on third down, 0 of 2 on fourth down. That's not going to get it done. And defensively, you got to make some plays. The ball was on the ground. The Browns could not come up with it. When the Browns put the ball on the ground, the Steelers did come up with it. Disappointing. That really is the word right here. The Browns, though, they have no time to dwell on this. They've got to get ready to head to Cincinnati next week in a game with, again, big divisional implications against the Cincinnati Bengals. So for the Browns, look, this is not the result they wanted. There's still a long way to go. Nine games left in this 17-game season, but they have got to find a way to win these games against the quote-unquote playoff teams in a hurry. That'll do it from First Energy Stadium. Steelers 15, Browns 10.